What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMDTNT, where I am living my dream, trading and traveling. Happy New Year to everybody. I have not came on and said Happy New Year in the capacity of a trader this year, so figured I'd get that out of the way. I have been making short travel videos, kind of doing hotel room reviews as I travel throughout the country, throughout the world, but wanted to get a video done today, just showing and talking about what I've been up to as far as trading, because I am still trading right now, still just focusing on futures trading. I have not traded options in a minute. Truth be told, I hadn't looked at a Thinkorswim chart in a minute. I went back to a system that I kind of built inside of NinjaTrader, and because I trade futures in NinjaTrader, I trade my cash account in NinjaTrader and also trade take profit trader in there. It just made it easier once I kind of built this system out. So figured I would just kind of give y'all a rundown on what I've been doing. You see, I'm kind of bundled up. It is cold as heck in my shop today, and I'm sick. My little rugrat grandchildren, I think, gave me a cold. I'm gonna blame it on them. But let's see. This little thermometer I keep on my desk, it is 59 degrees out here in my shop. It probably was about 30 degrees this morning when I first got out here. I have like a little tiny space heater, and it just cannot keep up with trying to keep this thing warm this morning. So figured I would bundle up. But let's go ahead. Let's jump on over into my charts, my layout. Go ahead. I'm going to kill my camera on here. And this is my full screen on what I look at when I am trading. Today is Friday, January 16th. Today was supposed to have been a no trade day. Oh, gracious, my god doggone discipline sucks, y'all. If you look over here, you see LMD trading. That's my cash account. Took a trade. I'm up like 29 bucks in that account. I really don't feel too good about taking that one. You see this Sim 101? I took this after hours. That might be a trade that we'll look at. But this is my layout, y'all. Still use like a quad layout, looking at 4 different time frames, but I'm trading this 1 minute chart. Got a 5 minute, 15 minute, and then right here I flip between the daily and the 60-minute chart. But similar to the charts that I trade on Thinkorswim, where it kind of flips colors to give me my bias, same thing over here. I've just kind of changed a lot of the parameters that flips the colors. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna just blow up this 1 minute chart just so we can kind of take a look at it. I want to get rid of a bunch of lines on this chart, I think. Actually, no, I don't. No, I don't. It looks a little cluttered over here because the market is moving crazy today. Market opened at 25,850. That's where it was at. Just about. Actually, we'll call it all the way over here at 9:30. It opened at 25,891. This thing tanked all the way out to 25,590. Over 300 points. So that's why this looks a lot scrunched over there. But yeah, this is what I've been trading, y'all. Cut and dry. Cut and dry. You see supply levels, you see demand levels, you see the chart is red, you see the chart was green over there. I have kind of taken a lot of the noise off of my charts. I don't have VWAP on my charts anymore. I have fib levels, but I only have like key fib levels. 61.8. What is that one right there? That's the 23, which would kind of be like a 25%. Of course, I'm gonna have the 0. So usually 0, 25, 50, 61, and you come up, and I have a, actually I didn't put it on this one, but should be a 73 up there. That's on another screen, or 78. I'm gonna add that real quick. Give me one sec. Oh, wrong thing clicked though. Let's click out of there. Let's find one that's easy to grab. 50%. So I'm gonna just go here, and I'm going to turn on the 78.6, and I'll turn on the negative 78.6. So I just want to see key levels. I don't want to see all of those. So see how I added that 71.8? Look over here. It's a key level for me. So like I said, this is what I've been looking at. Thinkorswim, I had 2 clouds. I only have 1 cloud here now. This is a 30 moving average and a 200 moving average. That's that cloud. You see like a neon line. That's usually going to run right in between when the market's doing that. Got a couple of like aqua lines. Those are 200 levels for the 5-minute and the 15-minute. And that's about it. That's about it. Fairly clean. And then the bread and butter of this strategy is just these supply and demand levels. If a supply comes in and takes out a demand, that's a trade for me. And I just keep doing that until a supply gets taken out. Supply gets taken out. I want to see 2 new ones form, take out a demand. That trend is back active again. This was an active trade right here. Risking $124. Boom, you see it hit target. I should only be looking for shorts on this. When I traded this morning in my cash account, I traded longs. Something that me and Spark talk about all the time. He fussed me out, and I cannot be mad at him. I cannot be mad at him. He might have thought I was, but he was right. Why was I taking longs this morning? I was playing bounces. So previous days closed. This is the old LMD. I'm gonna play that to hold. I caught this trade back up. That's where I made my money at. So cut and dry. Cut and dry. Let's slide on over. Let's look at yesterday. I think this was yesterday. Green chart. Demand takes out a supply. Take that. Entry, stop, money. Trade that. Another one. Demand takes out supply. Trade that. Demand takes out supply. Trade that. Do that until that right there happens. This demand came in. It didn't take out a supply. That's not a trade. The demand got broken. Now I got to wait on 2 demands to take out 2 supplies, or 1 demand to take out 2 supplies. Either or. But that's what I've been trading, y'all. That's what I've been trading. Going into last year, or going into the new year, I was trading just 1 take profit pro account. Had that account probably for about 2-3 months, y'all. Took some decent payouts, and then I put together a trading plan, or a risk management plan, within ChatGPT. And going into the new year, I said I wanted to get one more. I wanted to get 1 more take profit account so that I can trade 2 pro accounts. Well, first of the year, I blew up my pro account in 1 day. 1 day, blew it up. But I had already opened another take profit eval, which was on the verge of passing. And I opened up another eval at the same time. And that one passed this week. So as you can see, I have 2 pro accounts here. And then I refunded my cash account. And I'm going to tell you how I refunded that account. And not refunded in the sense of give me my money back. I refunded it by adding money to it. I trade 25K take profit accounts. I like those because you only need 1,500 to pass, and you only need 1,500 to start getting payouts. Problem with it, that a lot of people don't like is they don't like the $1,500 threshold. Some people, I can see why if you're going for big targets. For me, I don't go for big targets. With this particular edge, I'm usually risking $75 a trade. So over here, you saw that trade was risking $124. That's a trade that I would not have been able to take because the risk would have been too much. Risk would have been too much. I'm going to set another bracket though real quick for another trade that triggered. And this one probably would have been a trade that I could take. $90. Nope, couldn't have taken that either. So the market is a little too volatile right now for me to be trading. No problems. Because in this account, you don't want to be taking large risk. But back to my cash account. Again, take profit accounts, $1,500 threshold. I funded my cash account with, I want to say $1,300. 13, which put it right about near that $1,500 threshold. So what that did was that gave me 3 accounts that I can trade now. And I trade part-time, y'all. I don't really do this. A lot of people trade because that's their form of income. That's what they do to make a living. You can look behind me and you see what my primary source of income is, this shop that I'm in. So this is part-time. A lot of people will look at my P&L and be like, you ain't really making no money. Yeah, could be. But again, I do it part-time. So with these 3 accounts, my goal is $200 a day. That's what I try to make, minimum. If I hit all 3, $600 a day. It's not bad. It's not bad. I got a mouse pad that's on my desk. It sits on my desk. You see what that says? If I make $200 a day, just in one account, that's $50K. If I could average $400 a day, that's $100K. Ain't really nothing to sneeze at if I'm only trading from like 7:30 to, let's say 7:30 to 11:30. That's 4 hours a day. $600. It's not bad. Even if I can average 400, let's say one account's break even, 2 are green, that's a $400 a day because I trade them individually. Let's say 2 of them green, 1 of them red. That's a $200 a day. So you kind of see, that's why I wanted to get into 3 accounts so that I can kind of split them up. I don't take the same trade in all 3 accounts. So it's not like they're all linked together. I trade them individually. But that is my plan going into 2006, y'all. To average $200 a day per account, trading all 3 accounts, $175 daily loss limit. With this particular strategy, you see these brackets, they're set up 1-to-1. I'm gonna lose 1 on this side and I'm gonna make 1 on that side. This edge is killer 1-to-1. It's killer 1-to-1. If I start trying to stretch it and I start trying to make 2-to-1, even 1.5-to-1, that's where I can run into trouble. But just straight 1-to-1, it's butter. It's butter. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like I said, I'm still trading. I just hadn't really been making videos. I did record pretty much the entire session today. So I may kind of do something with that tomorrow. I was trying to, got my account showing over here on this other screen. So I'm not going to pull up my cash account. But like I said, I just funded that this week. I think it funded on Wednesday. Right now I'm trading 85%. That was making 178. That was losing $30. Average winning trade, $10.50. Average losing trade, $10. right there at that 1-to-1. Largest winning trade was $45. Largest losing trade was $16.50. So we kept it kind of good there. The one other thing with my cash account is I don't have to worry about a threshold. So if I see a set target, I can go for that set target. I'm gonna show y'all a trade that I took. I took this in my cash account this morning, and then I got out of that trade in the cash account because I was like, dude, you say you wasn't gonna trade on Friday. I blew my pro account up last Friday. I blew it up last Friday. So I'm like, no, dude, you're not gonna take no trades on Friday. You good. You got 2 pro accounts and you have this cash account. Let's go into money into Monday. Swinging the bat. Nice little singles, nice little single base hits. But I do want to show this trade. This was at like 1:30 this morning. I came out in the shop to shut everything down. My entry was right there. You see the brackets in the system. This trade was risking $36, y'all. $36. Entry on the break. Stop at the low. And I gave this one room. You see, it still was only risking $36. If I was taking this to risk $75, I would have took 2 contracts. But we see this easily hit target. Just missed it there. I don't know if it would have wicked, but came back down. Boom, target. Remember I said in my cash account, I'll trade for bigger targets. That bigger target was this blue line. So I put this trade on. I put the target up there and I went back to bed. This trade started at 1:30. It hit target at about 5:40. What's that? Over 4 hours. But that trade there on one contract made $200. That's where you see the 200 in the cent. That's what that trade made. So make decent money with this system. And that's all I'm doing, y'all. Just want to kind of update you, give you an update on what your boy been doing. I hope y'all still out there trading. If you are trading, as always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. Like I said, I do plan on trying to get back to making videos on a regular. I am streaming, or not streaming, but I am recording my charts. I have a screen over here to my right that just runs a chart, and OBS can just record it all day. And then that way, if I do take any trades, I come back and kind of do a little synopsis on them later on that evening. But yeah, won't take up too much more of your time. Again, thanks for checking me out, and we'll be back at it again next time. Have a good weekend. Peace.